Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Castelino and I'm an accredited CBT therapist and EMDR therapist. And today I want to talk to you about EMDR therapy because it's quite controversial and a lot of people don't know about it, but it's very, very effective. They don't really know how EMDR works, but it is known to be a trauma therapy. So if you've got something going on in your life where you feel was a really bad or difficult experience, and you've got sort of lots of memories and feelings about that experience, or sometimes if you've got lots of little experiences, maybe growing up in an environment where you didn't feel loved or cared about, or you felt there was sort of some emotional abuse going on, it's also very, very good at that as well. And I know it's difficult to decide to come to therapy because it can feel quite daunting. What is the therapist going to do to you? There's maybe a power issue there where you feel that the therapist's got all the power and you're very worried or very ashamed of actually sharing some of your thoughts. You can also be very worried about what happens when you share the thoughts. Do they get worse? The images, the feelings? Are you worried about being out of control? And the thing is that I help you with all that. I help you to meet with you first to make sure you understand what the therapy is about, how it works, and how you can actually be a bit more in control of the therapy as well. So in EMDR, there's things that you do in stages as well, in steps. And the first step is really about making sure that you feel you can stop the EMDR if you wanted to, and you have choice over that. So it's really about helping you to engage in therapy. And the second point about power and engagement is, I'm on your side. I want you to experience therapy and get better. So I'm not going to do anything and I'm not going to impose anything on you which you think it might be difficult or awkward as well. You always have choice and you can always stop as well. And actually by you feeling you've got more in control of the session, I think that works so much better anyway. You should never ever feel forced. There might be something that you're not prepared to work with or deal with. And that goes on to my next point. You have choice as to what to work on. And sometimes it's much better to work on a smaller issue, first of all. So you experience about what it does EMDR feel like as an experience, but it's not so overwhelming for you as well. And what often happens is somebody starts with something quite small, maybe a small worry they have or a concern. Maybe they're at university and they're worried about doing an assignment. So they would talk about that and they'd sort of talk about their worry, and we do EMDR on that sort of feeling of worry. And 9 times out of 10, it goes down and the person feels so much better. So therapy can feel really, really daunting to start at the first place. But if you're actually brave enough, and I do think you have to be very, very brave to go to therapy and to address these areas, you can often, once you've done EMDR and you've actually processed this very unpleasant traumatic memory or lots of little memories, what the feedback I get from people is that they just feel it's gone. They feel different. They feel lighter. They don't. They can talk about the situation without having so much sort of pain attached to the situation that they're trying to deal with as well. So often this goes on to post therapy, where they, because they've actually taken away the thing that was really burdening them, they can then get on with their life. You can then sort of start living the life that you want to live because you're not sort of, a lot of people, if they have trauma, can't sleep, for instance, So if you can't sleep and you're constantly woken up with nightmares, you feel exhausted. When you feel exhausted, you can't really live your life to the full. If you were to get rid of that and start sleeping again, I mean, what a difference to your life. You've got more energy. You can actually go and do those dream goals that you want to do because you're free of that thing that's burdening you down. So, what I'd like you to do is to contact me. You can always go to and find out more information about me at my website, wendycastelino.com, or you can ask me a question on social media, and we're happy to answer anything that you want to do. If you're considering it but you're not quite sure, you're a bit worried about it, then please just contact me and I can see if I can help. So lovely talking to you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.